I have to remove the Facebook one now. It's not letting me.
Because it says we're already live.
Oh, are we?
Yeah, for the last 45 seconds.
Oh, didn't realize because it. And wow, hello. Sorry about that. We are live, and this is going to be a preview for match week 5 of the Premier League and it's going to be Tottenham versus Chelsea. Sorry about the lateness. Luke, how are you doing?
Yeah, all good, mate. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate you having me on. And yeah, probably more nervous than the Chelsea fans are for tomorrow's game, but we'll see what happens.
I'm actually quite nervous. I'm not going to lie to you, because we know what happens in derbies. Form goes out the window. I mean, we've seen that so many times. Like, for example, your neighbours down the road, who are basically fighting a relegation battle.
Yeah,
they had a terrible run until Christmas, Boxing Day, and then they beat us. So yeah, when it comes to rivalries, you can't really say who's going to win, who's going to lose.
No, I get that. But, we'll go into it, I suppose, in more detail. But right now, I would say Spurs have probably 1, 2, 3 or 4 first-team players injured for tomorrow's game. So, yeah.
Yeah, isn't Son going to be back by then?
Sounds like a bit of like Jose Mourinho style mind games. Everyone's saying that he's definitely out. But yeah, a lot of Spurs fans have hope that he might be available for the game. If he is back, it makes a huge difference. If he's not back, I really worry what the score could be.
Look, man, I said in one of your previous live streams that it was going to be a 1-1 draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think and I'm going to stick by it. I think it is going to be a draw because it's at your ground and you'll have the fans behind you. So I don't see us keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah, it's good. Do you know what? Like, it's an interesting one. Do you know what I mean? Like, if we show up like we showed up on the first day of the season against Man City, and the players show desire, heart, passion, and all the rest of it, then we could stand a chance. But if we play anything like we played against Crystal Palace or Rennes the other night, it could be a long afternoon because we just look completely void of any confidence or any passion at the moment. So it's tricky.
Yeah, I mean, what was I going to say? I just woke up, so I don't know what. So my thought process isn't 100% right now.
Right.
So yeah, the last time you beat us was at the Bridge when you guys. I remember the score was 3-1 to you guys, and I think Dele Alli scored a brace in that game, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct. Yeah.
And yeah, I don't get the rivalry between us. I mean, like, I've always hated Arsenal more than Tottenham.
Yeah. Maybe it's because, like, ever since Chelsea got a bit of money, they've always been quite far ahead and supposed been challenging more with Arsenal over those years as opposed to Spurs. So maybe you never developed that rivalry because you always thought you could beat us. I don't know.
Look, I mean, as in, like, when I go to Stamford Bridge, even when you guys aren't playing us, there's always that, like, we hate Tottenham aura going around the whole stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I actually don't get involved in those chants because my biggest beef is with Arsenal.
That's why we get on, because I hate Arsenal as well. So that's why we get on.
Look, I actually I was in a Twitter space a few days ago.
Yeah.
And I found a Spurs fan who hates Chelsea more than Arsenal.
Really?
I'm like, I can't take you seriously if you. I mean, I can't take you seriously if you're a Tottenham fan and you hate Chelsea more than Arsenal.
Yeah. Do you know what? I will say though, I'm not big on this word hate. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really hate.
Yeah. When I mean hate, I really mean dislike.
Yeah, exactly. No, I get what you mean, but I just wanted to make that clear for anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't hate any fan whatsoever.
My parents always taught me not to hate.
Exactly.
Right, I'm sharing this on social media, so that I get the views up, because currently so far it's showing 0 views. Because I mean, and it doesn't surprise me because no one rarely ever goes live at 11:30 in the morning.
Is everyone still in bed or what?
Yeah, and it's the weekend.
Yeah. Tag me in it and I'll share it.
So do you own this Rivalry Aside TV channel then?
What, sorry?
So do you own this channel then, Rivalry Aside TV?
Yeah, so myself and Ben, who is our Liverpool content creator, we started the channel last year towards the kind of like first quarter of the season. We started this channel. It was me, myself, Ben, and an Arsenal fan who isn't no longer on the channel. We started it because we were 3 friends. We all used to work together in the Middle East, and I don't live there anymore. But when I moved back, we were chatting so much about football that we said, why not let's just start a YouTube channel, right? Since then, like, the Arsenal host left, and we've got a new Arsenal host, and now we've got Leicester host, a West Ham host, and a Man United host. And yeah, so we just kind of started this channel as like a way to all chat football, really, but it's kind of taken over my life. But yeah, it's good. You know what? Like, it's good. I enjoy the YouTube community. I enjoy the people that I meet. I enjoy chatting football, and I don't get to go down to Spurs that often. Do you know what I mean? I live in Scotland, so it's tricky to get down, but I'll be down a couple of weeks for the Europa League game. So yeah, should be good to finally get down after a while down to the Spurs stadium, really.
Wait, are you going to the game?
Yeah, I'm going to the Europa League game against NS Mura because I'm down in London for 2 nights. So
1 second, Luke. Sorry, I have a wedding to go to in the evening, and my mum wanted to borrow my car, and I said I need my car as well. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not going to. I tried getting tickets for the game,
Yeah.
White Hart Lane, but you know how difficult it is to get away tickets if you don't have enough points.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, it's really tricky, and that's why I ended up going to Europa League game. Luckily, I was in London. I'm in London for 2 nights, so it just so happens that Spurs are playing at home, and it was Europa League game, or Europa Conference League. So I said, why not? Let's just go to the game. So I should be there in it's like 10 days or something.
Yeah. I actually went to the Spurs Stadium a few months ago. What was I going to say? Yeah, a few months ago to interview a few fans on the ownership protest.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was good. I interviewed 2 fans.
Nice. And what were their thoughts?
Yeah, one of them is actually a content creator. I interviewed someone who was just a match day going fan.
Yeah.
And I actually interviewed, I'll put her name in the chat. That's the other person I interviewed.
Oh yeah, let's have a look. Oh yeah. I know her. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I interviewed 2 people. I actually tried interviewing a few more, but they just said they're camera shy. So yeah, I had to respect that.
Yeah, fair enough. Do you know what? Like, my thoughts on the ownership of Spurs is a bit different to a few others. Do you know what I mean? I'm not 100% Enoch out, Levy out. Do you know what I mean? I think that what they've done over the last 10 to 12 years, building the club up to be a high-profile club across Europe, no matter of the kind of finishing in the last.
Do you not think they're prioritizing their property development over the club's success?
Yeah, but then the things that they create drives the club's finances. It's what makes us the 9th richest club in Europe. We have an incredible new stadium. Of course, I want more money thrown into transfers. Of course, I want the right decisions made. Do you know what I mean? I still don't think that Nuno was the right decision to make in terms of hiring a manager. But at the same time, you have to still respect that, 10, 12 years ago, we were a top 8 club. And we transformed to a top 4 club. And since then, we have slipped to a top 6 club. But, all I think is like the grass isn't always greener. Do you know what I mean? I respect that Spurs fans want more of the right decisions made and more of the right financial decisions made. Do you know what I mean? And things like that. But at the same time, you could be a lot worse off. Look at Derby County. Last night going into administration, that's 12-point deduction. More than likely, they will get relegated this season because they've got poor form anyway. This is a club that 10 years ago were playing Premier League football and now probably will end up playing League One. You can get, and I'm not too clued up on it, but you can end up with the wrong owners, the wrong people. The grass isn't always greener. Of course, we need more financial backing, but I think this season with the appointment of Paratici, okay, it's not been the best transfer window we've ever had, but I think the wheels are in motion to start making the right financial decisions in terms of player purchases. And look, they're not everyone's cup of tea, but for me, I'm not fully Enoch out. The last thing I really want is for my club to be owned by a billionaire who doesn't give 2 shits about my club.
Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. Look at them. Do you know what I mean? They spent 150 plus million pounds on very average players, and they still sit.
Yeah, I'm sorry. They have no excuse. They keep saying, "Oh, we don't spend." That's why we're shit. I mean, like, you're shit because you spend. See, that's why you and me get on so much, because we both think Arsenal. I mean, look, you spend so much shit. You did spend, and you spent it on shit.
Exactly.
I mean, Man United paid less for Rafael Varane than Arsenal did for the seaside Phil Jones.
Exactly. It's
and
wild.
some fans, not all of them, I'm not saying all Arsenal fans are the same, but some Arsenal fans are saying he's the seaside Tony Adams. You can never put them in the same sentence.
No, exactly. You know, like, I get what Arsenal were trying to do, but I think that, you know, they've got a lot of things wrong at Arsenal. You know, the ownership, the management, the recruitment department. I think that, and they've been like, it's been looking worrying for Arsenal for the last 2 or 3 seasons. And you know, I can't talk. Do you know what I mean? Spurs aren't in the best position, but you know, at least, I don't know. For me, like, the last thing I want is to be a Man City. Okay, and that sounds a bit stupid because of how many Premier Leagues they've won. But look, Pep Guardiola the other night was encouraging fans to attend the game. Do you know what I mean? They can't even fill a stadium for a Champions League football match. When Spurs were at Wembley Stadium, we sold over 80,000 tickets to Champions League football games.
True. But look, these days you just have to buy, what do you call it? You just have to buy to win.
Yeah, look, I get that, but I don't know. You know, I just think that, what would I rather? Would I rather win stuff, you know, the correct way? Or, you know, does it feel good winning things by buying the league?
It seems to be the only way these days.
Yeah, it does, but, you know, hopefully things like that will change. But, you know, let's talk about it. It's been like that for a long time. Talk about Blackburn in 95. You know, they were owned by a guy worth £330 million at that point, which in the early 90s was an extortionate amount of money.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, and even in 2016 when Leicester won it, sorry for bringing that up, by the way, because I feel that was the year you guys should have won it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a season where, you know, the word Spursy came into full flight, didn't it? 2-horse race and became third.
Yeah, I mean, and that was also the last time St. Tottenham's Day happened.
Exactly, yeah, that's it, exactly. But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, anyway, So, yeah, how long is Tanganga suspended for?
So, it was 2 yellows, right? So, it should just be 1 match.
So, he should be... Who do you play after us?
You're testing my knowledge here. Arsenal, I think.
Oh, yeah, you do. It's the North London derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the one I'm more worried about, to be honest.
Really?
As much as I'm... Yeah. Do you know what? Because for me, like, I've got a few Arsenal friends and I get stick probably pretty much every day of the week, even though they're worse than we are. And, yeah, I just can't take us losing to Arsenal. If we lose to Chelsea, we lose to Chelsea. But if we lose to Arsenal, it's honestly like it's just horrendous. Like,
I know exactly how you feel, because that's how I felt on the 27th of December. I mean, like, okay, we did the double over Chelsea. I mean, but what did you win that season? Fuck all.
Yeah, but that's the problem with them, though. Like, you know, even if we beat Arsenal, they still come back with the excuse of, well, when was the last time you won a trophy? And as much as that is a true statement, that's always what lives in their eyes. Do you know what I mean?
Look, they're going off the invincible record.
Yeah.
And the fact that, and look, the last time Arsenal won a trophy, when did they go invincible? Was that the year they won the league at your stadium?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the last time they won the Premier League, and I was still in primary school. So that should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah, no, I get that.
And I'm 27 years old. So yeah, we, as far as I'm concerned, we only have one who's unavailable, and that's Kante.
Your squad's strong enough to deal with that, I think. Do you know what I mean? Who will go in instead of Kante?
Well, we have Saul, we have Kovacic. Our first choice midfield, whenever Kante isn't fit, is well, until Saul came, it was Jorginho and Kante. That's usually our midfield. Sorry, yeah, that's usually our first choice midfield, Jorginho and Kante. But whenever Kante is not available, Kovacic comes in and does just as well.
Yeah. What do you think of Saul? Because he had a pretty average debut, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like, he probably thought that it was going to be the same as the La Liga, but I think he'll settle in. I mean, just don't let bad debuts mislead the season. Think about it. Look, Ronaldo. Big up. Yeah, Ronaldo. His debut for Man United was horrendous. He's now a legend of the game.
Yeah.
Even, sorry, I'm bringing back this as an example because they played for both of our rivals, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp.
Yeah.
0 out of 10 debuts for both of them. In fact, they both had a whole 6 months of bad form. They became legends of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that he'll come into his own. You know, a lot of Liverpool fans I know really wanted him at Anfield. So it was good that, you know, you guys got it across the line late on. Did you want Koundé?
Yes.
What happened there?
Even he wanted the move. Did you not see in his... He blocked Sevilla's social media from his... Like, he blocked Seville, like, all their Twitter feeds. Like, he blocked Sevilla on Twitter. He removed the fact that he was a player for Sevilla on his bio of all his social medias. He wanted the move.
So why didn't it happen?
Seville decided they would play hardball with us and up the price.
Right. And then you said...
Which I find a bit weird, because he was ready. Look, when you guys were going after him, paperwork was ready, fee was agreed. He didn't want the move.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to us, he wanted the move, but the paperwork and the fees were not agreed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, weird. Dortmund and Sevilla are notoriously difficult clubs to deal with.
Yeah.
It's either their way or the highway.
Yeah, no, I get that.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a 3-horse race for the Premier League this season.
Who between?
It's going to be Liverpool. I mean, no matter how bad they are, you just can't count them out. They're a bit like Germany.
A bit like who?
A bit like Germany.
All right, yeah.
Like, think about it. Germany, even though they're not at their best right now, like their lowest moment in 30 years, they are still, like, for example, Liverpool in the Champions League. I don't think it's going to be that big, but I said it's going to be a draw, which won't surprise me, because that's what's happened at least once every season between Chelsea and Tottenham. A lot of your fans think you're going to win. A lot of our fans think we're going to win, but then it just ends up in a 0-0 or a 1-1. That's just typical for games like these.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I saying?
About Liverpool.
Yeah. I mean, like, you can't count them out. Like, no matter how bad they are. I mean,
But you're counting out Man United?
Look, if they had a better manager, I'd fear them. I mean, Solskjaer.
You're not his fan?
Even that bad Liverpool team, when they won the Champions League in 2005, they had Rafa Benitez as manager.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that the goals that Ronaldo can get Man United this season in the Premier League, look, he gets 20 to 25 goals, I think, this season. That could
Maybe
really help
Man United, but I am more scared of Liverpool and Man City when it comes to the title race than Man United, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Man City always lose at the Tottenham.
Yeah, I think it's 4 games and they haven't scored in 4 games at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, how hard is it being an England fan in Scotland? I want to know.
It's not too bad. The biggest issue, right? And I don't want to get into politics and things like that, but the biggest issue is that, you know, there's a big divide between Celtic and Rangers, right? If you support Rangers, a lot of the Rangers fans wear England shirts and like have the Union Jack and things like that. So being an England fan in Scotland, I automatically then assumed that I am then do you know what I mean? A Rangers fan before I open my mouth because I don't realise I'm English. So that's the only issue, really. Like, apart from that, it's good. I love it. It's good banter. Like, I got lots of Scottish friends. Like, yeah, it's good.
I bet they were supporting Italy, though, in the final.
Yeah, most of them, to be fair, yeah.
I mean, like, my teacher, well, she's not really my teacher anymore, but one of my teachers is a Scottish Celtic fan.
Yeah.
And she supported England in the final.
Oh, really? Well.
Yep. Like, but yeah, I'm not one of those people like who always wants the like. I never consider the home nations to be a rivalry. You know what I'm trying to say. Like, I wanted Scotland and Wales to do well in the
Euros.
In the Euros, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, I supported them in the group stage, Scotland. Apart from the time when Scotland played England, that's when I supported England.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to get too much into politics, but all of that things they always say that we don't support because happened in the past, colonialism, all that. But yeah, my dad, he's from India.
Yeah,
there was a colony, and he was actually supporting England in the final. You can't forget about what happened, but you can't also let it cloud your judgment. You can't also let that affect the team you want to support.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, and a few bots.
Do you get that in your channel?
Sometimes.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe a lot of people are living rent-free in my head.
Probably, yeah. Just block them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going on to the YouTube sphere.
You can just do it from the live chat. You should be able to.
Time out. Right.
You can just block them for good, can't you?
The YouTube sphere. Yeah, I made someone a mod.
Oh, did you? Tommy?
Yeah. I actually don't know how to turn on slow mode. and subscribers only mode. Next time I do a live stream, I'll make sure to turn on slow mode and subscriber only mode. Are you on your YouTube channel right now? I'll make you a mod.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I'm just type in the live chat. I'll make you a mod.
I can't type in the live chat.
You can't?
No.
No, as in on the YouTube live chat, not the StreamYard broadcast live chat.
Oh, right, okay. Exactly. Schmeltz Herring has got it correct.
Yeah, he's got it right.
What I want to know is, right, and we don't want to spend too much time on this, but like, you know, how do people create YouTube accounts that quickly from when you block them and then they create another one? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because you're blocking all these people and they just create a new one and jump straight back in. Oh. Are you there? I don't know where. Nippon's disappeared. So, yeah, do you know what? Tommy's correct. While Nippon comes back, he seems to be having some issues. Yeah, it's crazy how many accounts they make. But, like, do you know what? Like, if you want to spend your time, like, wasting your life creating fake accounts and then putting random numbers of 1 in the chat, like, what does that achieve? So, whoever you are, surely you got better things to do with your life than troll somebody's YouTube live broadcast as opposed to actually getting a life. But I don't know. The world is full of clowns, I suppose. Anyway, so while we wait for Nick, he's back. He's back. There we go.
Yeah, my browser decided to die on me for no reason.
It's all right.
Oh God. Another user.
Anyway, I was just gonna, while I was waiting for you to come back, I was just going to ask anyone that is watching what they think the score, like realistic scoreline, will be tomorrow, because I'm interested to know these, you guys, especially Chelsea fans, like what the score might be tomorrow. So stick them in the chat if you are watching.
Yeah.
I can't actually remember, because on our channel we've got a prediction league on this app called Super Brew, where you can every week we predict all the scores. So I'm just going to pull up my score. I think I've just gone for a 1-0 Spurs win because I couldn't bet against Spurs. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what everybody else thinks realistically the score might be tomorrow. I know you've gone for 1-1, Nippon.
Yeah. Look, I'm just going off history.
Yeah.
Okay. This Schmeltz is going 4-0 Chelsea.
So Schmeltz, is that a real scoreline? You genuinely think that you'll win 4-0?
I don't know if he even supports Chelsea.
Tommy's gone 3-1 Chelsea.
3-1.
That could happen.
Right. I am trying to put slow mode on.
What does that do?
Settings. it stops people from spamming.
So Jose CFC's gone 3-0 Chelsea.
Okay, just. Oh my god. Do you not have anything better to do?
That's what I said when you were gone. I said, what a life that Saturday mornings you just spend your time spamming numbers into the chat.
Just do something.
Tommy said his dad said 2-2. Diego C. Palace, his prediction is 2-2. The games between both of your clubs, form goes out the window, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'd be happy if we could score 2 goals against you, to be fair.
Yeah. Close. I'm still trying to figure out. Channel. Settings. Community. Moderators. Hidden users. Right.
Do you get this a lot in your live streams?
Yeah.
What a waste of everyone's time.
I know. It's just. It just doesn't make any sense. Customization. You know what? I'll figure it out some other time, or when I do another live stream.
Yeah, Smeltzer said apparently you click settings and live chat, then click slow mode on.
Settings. Close. It's not. Settings. Sorry, I'm taking so long, by the way, when I should be talking about football. But these trolls need dealing with, man. I'll do it later, because I don't want to waste your time. Give someone in the chat. I've given I'll put. I don't know how to put slow mode on. Maybe. I'll do it later. There are so many people. Put user. I'm not reading that out. I'm not getting paid. Give someone in. So you, yeah, I'm modding you, genius. Yeah, I'm getting spammed. They're living. I'm living rent free in their heads. Add moderator. Asian, you are now a moderator, and so are you, ZVO. Okay, Matt, you are now a moderator. They literally don't. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, Kante is our only injury. And doubt. But honestly, I think Son is either going to be on the bench. Oh, speaking of which, question for you, Luke.
Do you think Kane and Son will start tomorrow? I think I have a feeling that Son will start tomorrow, but it's going to be touch and go right up to kickoff. I think that a lot of fans are calling for him to be rested and then playing against Arsenal. But we do have Brian Hill who can play in the same position, so we just got some issues in that department. With Lucas and Bergwijn injured in the Europa League or Europa Conference League, See, Genius has said Son won't start surely, but I don't think he will either. But
I think he'll either be on the bench or he will start. It's one of those things.
The biggest for us is that Christian Romero starts because his experience against Lukaku playing in Serie A will be very important in this game. So, be interesting. As I said, I think I'm going to go for a 1-0 Spurs win. I just hope that we can be defensively sure. Last season, I would have been more confident with a win like that. But now you've got Lukaku up front. I just think it's going to be very difficult. If he targets Sanchez, for example, then we could be in some issues. But look, you never know. As I said, I didn't think we'd beat City on the opening day of the season. So
2-1 Chelsea. You're saying 2-1 Lukaku and Ziyech to score. Who's going to score for Tottenham? Asian.
I'm going to say something now that people might not get, but Spurs with Kane but without Son, or Spurs without Kane but with Son are a completely different team. Son is more integral, I think, to Spurs' success than Harry Kane is at the moment.
Yeah, I agree. I've said this to so many Spurs fans and on so many podcasts that if I was a defender playing against Tottenham, I'd fear Son more than I would fear Kane.
Correct.
Because with Son, he can kill you with his pace.
Yeah.
The sooner I know how to put slow mode on, the better.
Yeah, so Genius has just said, without Son, I find Kane will not have creativity. And that's true. He can't do it all. He can't play striker, play behind the striker, play midfield. Do you know what I mean? Like, he can't do it all. And he needs, if he is going to drop back, which he does a lot more, he needs those runners in behind. And without Lucas, without Bergwijn, without Son, Spurs will really struggle with that. And that's where we're going to have our biggest issues. And breaking you down will also be difficult. As much as I dislike Chelsea, Tuchel set you up well. And it's going to be an interesting match for sure.
Yeah, it will be. But like I said, it's a derby and form goes out the window.
The only positive for Spurs is that Ndombele played well on Thursday night in the Europa Conference League. So hopefully he starts against Chelsea, because a player with his creativity is something we need in the middle. We can't be sitting with the likes of Harry Winks, Højbjerg and Skip in the middle, because we'll just drown ourselves in midfield. We need to.
Whose channel is that? Adrian, is that your channel or mine? I'm confused. I don't know if you're promoting your own channel or mine.
Yeah, I think he said it's his own channel. Sorry, there's a wasp now in my room.
Good.
Right, you have to forgive me. There's a wasp now flying around me.
I understand. I was on a live stream once, and a moth, not a wasp, a moth came right in my face.
So Genius has said, what are your thoughts on the youngsters like Gill and others? Do they have enough to present creativity? I think Brian Gill does, yeah, definitely, or Brian Hill, as it's pronounced. I think that we'll see a lot more of him this season, as the season goes on, But right now, does he have the same creativity as Son would have? No. I'd like to see him playing behind the striker if we could at any point. But he also can play well on the left. So it'll be interesting to see. Do I think he has the ability to cause trouble for Chelsea tomorrow? Probably not, but you never know. He looks good. He's only 20, I think. So will be very interesting. Right, give me 1 second. I'm going to get rid of this wasp.
Oh, God, now you have a bot. I don't know why there's so many trolls in the chat. I mean, like, what do you do? After this stream.
Any Nippon, I'm going to have to go shortly anyway.
But I hope, yeah, that now there's so many people. Now you have a bot account as well. So yeah, before you go, I always do this every time I do a live stream with someone.
Yeah.
I can just share the screen. Squad builder. Who do you think, since you're the home team, we'll go with Tottenham first. Who do you think Nuno's going to go with?
What, the whole team?
Yeah.
So, obviously, we'll have Lloris in goal.
Lloris. Do you have any shows today?
Who, me? No shows for me today. We may have a Liverpool live stream later.
Starters in to put to make things quicker. I don't know if Højbjerg is a guaranteed starter.
Yeah, he'll start tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just getting the guaranteed starters out of the way. So that. Okay. Okay, for some card position. Oh, that's why, because it was showing on. Nation. I have to do this the hard way. Sorry. That's weird. Højbjerg isn't even showing as an option.
Maybe because it's saying it's showing as just central midfielders as opposed to a CDM, I don't know. It depends on what you're using, I suppose.
Okay, let's just pretend he's there. Are they the only 3 guaranteed starters?
I would say Reguilon at left back.
I've gone for 3 at the back.
You've gone for 3 at the back. I think it'll be 4 at the back.
Did you not play 3 at the back against Rennes?
No, I don't think so. I think it changed a lot, to be honest, towards the end because we had so many injuries. At the end of the game, we ended up having Emerson as right winger. It was just bizarre, to be honest.
No Reguilon either.
It might be to do with that formation. Just change it to like 4-3-3 or something like that.
Good.
Oh yeah, that seems all right.
4-3-3. Right.
Yeah, try that.
So not there, which is a bit weird. Right. I think Rodon will start.
I don't know actually because Sanchez and Romero should be back. So I think those 2 will start as centre backs.
I think I know why it's not showing all the things because it's showing on FIFA 21. FIFA 22.
Sorry, can you bear with me 2 seconds, Ippen? Someone's banging on my door. 1 second.
So, chat. Who else is starting for Tottenham?
I'm back. Sorry about that, mate.
Yeah, so I found a squad. It was showing FIFA. That was a FIFA 22 squad builder. So not all the players were released.
Right.
So yeah, I put all the guaranteed starters in the team.
Okay, so centre back, I think it will be Sanchez and Romero.
Wait, is Romero allowed to play?
Yeah, both of them will be allowed to play. They can come back to train today, so they'll only have 1 training session. But I think that's how it will go. We don't really have much choice.
Emerson, do you think he'll play?
Yeah, he'll play right back, I would say.
Speaking of Romero, are you going to sign him on a permanent?
Yeah, so we wanted to sign him on a permanent deal, but he'd only just signed officially for like Atalanta, the same window. It's complicated to explain, but that's why we had to sign him on a loan deal. So yeah, I think we'll definitely sign him. Depends how he gets on, I suppose. If he doesn't have a good season, then why would we? But yeah, I think we will. And then in midfield,
And Ndombele.
yeah, I think he'll start.
Finally,
and then I think it'll be Skip.
Skip, you think?
Yeah. And then,
do you play FIFA by any chance?
Do I play FIFA? Yeah, I play FIFA.
Career mode?
Sometimes I don't have too much time, but yeah, if anyone wants to DM me on Twitter, I can add. If they're on PS4, you can DM me and I can add you. And then it's going to be very tricky how we go. If Son's fit, Son will play on the left. Otherwise, it'll be Brian Hill.
And Bergwijn?
He's injured, so I think potentially Delhi will have to be moved over somewhere like that. It's going to be.
Can he play there?
Well, he may end up then playing in midfield. I don't know. We may then end up just with Son and Kane. I don't know exactly how it's going to line up. It's going to be touch and go right up to kickoffs.
Could play a 4-2-2 with with Son and Kane as the strike partnership, Delhi and Ndombele as the attacking mids, Højbjerg and Skip as the
problem with that will be we won't have too much width, and was the issue against Crystal Palace when we played without any width. It was a real struggle. So
let's now go on to how I think Tuchel will line up for us. What I usually do is whenever we play whenever I do a live with a team in the Big Six, is we predict the lineup and then we do a combined 11. So I'm going with Mendy in goal, unless Tuchel throws a curveball at all of us and decides to start Kepa.
Yeah, no, it will be definitely Mendy, I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be him. Now Tuchel usually goes with the 3 at the back. So, chat, what are we saying? Right-sided centre-back. Sorry, left-sided centre-back.
Thanks to Jose CFC. You just followed me on Twitter, so cheers for that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, okay. Tommy CFC is saying Rudiger, Silva, Christensen. I can see that. Rudiger, Genius is saying Rudiger, Christensen, Aspi. I'm going to go with this one. Rudiger, Christensen, Aspi. A 3 at the back.
Thanks to Genius as well. Followed me. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Follow. Subscribe to Rivalry Aside TV if you haven't already, by the way.
Yeah, I will shout that out quickly. We have 5 subscribers away from 600. So if you guys want to jump on, get us to 600 during this live stream, I would really appreciate it. And DM.
I've put it in the description, by the way.
Perfect. And if you DM me your channel on Twitter, I'll also follow subscribe to your channel as well if you have one. So.
And I think everyone wants to see Silva start, but I think this has become Tuchel's go-to 3 at the back. No, I do not want to leave front. Midfield. Even though Kante is fit, I want him to stay. I want him to be. I don't want him to get an injury because I want him to play against City. So I'm going with Kovacic and Jorginho. I don't know. What would you say, Luke?
For what? Sorry.
For the midfield. If you were Tuchel, who would you pick?
If I was Tuchel, I'd probably put your reserves out. No.
To be fair, Tuchel is a Tottenham fan, but we move.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with everyone at Chelsea, to be honest. But Kovacic, Jorginho, I can see. Saul Kovacic.
There are so many combinations, but this is what I see most likely happening: Kovacic and Jorginho.
Yeah.
Wait, did I? This isn't a 3 at the back. Yeah, this is weird. Right. Sorry if I'm keeping you behind.
It's all right, mate.
It's just those bots decided to slow me down today from doing anything. Usually I'm really active on live streams, but you saw how many mods got spammed.
Yeah.
Guys, anyone in the chat wants to be a mod, just DM me. Jovacic.
Also, guys, while we're waiting, we are now 3 away from 600. So keep subscribing. I really do appreciate it.
Let's see. Gosh. I don't know if Pulisic is injured. But I'm going to play Mount there. Thank God we have a new striker. This guy couldn't sink the Titanic.
Why do you keep playing him? I just don't get it.
I think it's his pace. I mean, like, I made a joke on the internet saying if Timo Werner was captain of the Titanic, it would be in a maritime museum, not 2,000 meters below the surface of the Atlantic Ocean. Make of that what you will, if you get what I mean. Did you get it, Luke?
Yeah.
Big up, Rich. Man United fan, but always appreciated. All fans are welcome here.
Yes, genius. I am from Rivalry Aside TV, so... and thanks for Tommy for sticking the YouTube link in.
Do you have your own channel? Like, I know Rivalry Aside is ran by two of you.
Yeah. No, that's my only...
your own channel?
No, it's just my only channel. Oh, we're only 1 away from 600 now, so...
Come on, get Luke to 600 subs. Rivalry Aside TV. Werner. I'm going to assume Pulisic isn't injured and play him. No, actually, I completely forgot about the other German. 95 and Lukaku. So this is where a lot of debate will come in. A combined 11.
Okay.
Now, Mendy versus Lloris. Are we
I'll
going
let you have Mendy if you want. I'll let you have Mendy.
Okay. Back three. Cesar Azpilicueta. We're not taking injuries or COVID breaches into concern, by the way.
Okay.
Back four, Romero versus Azpilicueta. Sorry, back three.
It's gonna be tricky. I don't know. I want to go for Romero because of his ability last season in getting in Serie A Team of the Year. But we haven't seen him play in the Premier League. So if you want to go Premier League, then you might want to go.
And then Aspi got into UEFA Team of the Year, I think. Oh.
Rich Sports, I just subscribed to your channel.
Have you subscribed to mine?
Yeah.
Thank you. My breakfast.
Asian Sensational, I've just subscribed to your channel.
Have you subbed to mine?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so
still only one away from 600 people. Come on.
Come on. We're both very new to this YouTube world.
Tommy's adamant that Tanganga should be in the combined 11.
Tommy? You mean Tanganga versus Christensen? Yeah, I'm not going to make this an all Chelsea 11. So, but wait, yeah, Tanganga over who? So. Here's a question. Without bias, do you see Romero? I'll put him in the middle centre back position.
If you're going for centre backs, like 3 centre backs, then I wouldn't put Tanganga in because I personally see him as a better right back than a centre back. Personally, speaking
of Tanganga, do you see him as a future England international?
It's going to be tricky. Depends on what he does. Depends on where he decides that his best position is. I don't think he will become Spurs' first, a starting centre back at Spurs. I just don't think that's a thing. I think that he would be better off trying to cement his space as the right back at Spurs, as opposed to trying to cement himself as a centre back. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying very hard not to accidentally close the browser. Look, this is basically what I was trying to do when the browser closed by accident.
Right.
I was trying to open a tab in another thing, but
it
ended up clicking X. That's why I left the stream by accident.
Right.
Richard's asking, how confident are you?
How confident am I? Not very confident, to be completely honest. If we had a fit starting 11, the starting 11 that I would start with, I would be more confident. If we had a Harry Kane that's head wasn't elsewhere, I would be more confident. But yeah, right now I just don't see where we're going to get any goals from. If we don't have Son and Harry Kane still hasn't scored yet this season, then yeah, I'm not terribly confident. But look, as you say, we'll see. It depends. You know, Nuno seems to be able to step up in these bigger matches. So
Yeah, by the way, Brentford are 2-0 up.
oh, hey, wow.
Who's interested?
And Rich, definitely, you've just added me on Twitter, so message me, mate, and I'll come on to your channel for sure to do a preview show.
Wait, when do you guys play each other?
Who's your support?
And Tottenham.
He supports United, did you say?
Yeah, Richard's a United fan.
Let's have a look. He'll probably know more than I.
Richard, when do Tottenham and United play each other?
30th of October is the home game at Spurs. I don't know when the...
Whereabouts in Scotland do you live?
Glasgow.
I've only been to Scotland twice.
Do you like it?
Once when I was a toddler, and the other time I went to Edinburgh.
Nice. So what's happening with this combined 11?
Yeah, I've so far I've put in Mendy, Aspi, Romero. So now it's Rudiger versus Sanchez.
Not Thiago?
And Thiago.
I don't think we should have any other Spurs centre-back in, to be completely honest.
Of course. Yeah, I'm putting in Thiago. So, Højbjerg versus Kovacic.
I'd like to see Jorginho and Højbjerg in there.
I can put Kante and Højbjerg in there.
Oh yeah, Kante and Højbjerg. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, I forgot about Kante.
Look, I've always said my top 3 CDMs on form would be Kante, Kimmich, and Casemiro. Kante. So left mid.
You have to go human. Sorry, left mid, not as okay. What are your options?
So Pulisic can play left mid. Oh wait, in that sense, it's a left back. Okay, so we have Chilwell versus Reguilon.
How much do you rate Chilwell?
More than Southgate, put it that way. But yeah, I do not want to... Speaking of Chelsea's starting 11, I do not want to start Alonso.
People are saying Ziyech in the chat.
Kante, Højbjerg, Ziyech. Did you hear he had a fallout with Morocco's manager?
No.
He did. And I still think he should have chosen the Netherlands over Morocco. I mean, I get it. It's family and ancestors. But my thing has been, why play for a country you like, as in like he grew up in Holland. Like it would make
Who are you going for in the left side then?
Have you moved rooms?
Who?
You.
No.
Oh, because the background looks different.
Yeah, because it's zoomed out now.
Oh. Okay, Ziyech. No, this is looking as a left back. It says left mid. So Chilwell and Alonso versus Reguilon.
Depends what you want. Depends what you want from your left back. Do you want attacking or do you want defensive? If you want attacking, go with Reguilon. If you want defensive, then go with Chilwell.
Right. I'm going to let the chat decide. So, chat, what are we saying? Reguilon or Chilwell? Tommy is saying Reguilon. Okay, if I don't hear from Chilwell, Asian says Chilwell. Right. One says Reguilon, one says Chilwell. Whoever the next person in the chat says, if I had a coin, if I had a coin, I'd do a flip. I'll use a card. Right. No one has decided. I'm gonna flip a card. If the card number, if it lands on the card number, Reguilon. If it lands on the security number, Chilwell. It landed on the security number, so Chilwell goes in. I might be doing World Cup content as well.
So I think ahead of Chilwell, we've got to go with Heung-min Son in the left mid, left like attacking role.
Yeah. I should have put everyone who's guaranteed to start. Right wing. Right back. What are we saying?
Who's your best right back?
Well, technically Cesar Azpilicueta, but he's been playing centre back for quite some time now. So we play Reece James quite a lot.
Yeah, Reece James, stick him there. That's fine.
And up top, are we going off based on this season or overall?
Just on overall.
Then
it's a debate. Well, let the chat decide, Kane or Lukaku.
Yeah, let's let the chat decide. What are we saying, guys? Kane or Lukaku?
And then who's going in the right wing role?
That would be between Ziyech and Bergwijn.
Or Lucas, yeah.
Yeah, Reece. Asian is saying Reece. Asian is saying Lukaku. We've already put Son in there. Yeah, I mean, those of you who've just joined, this is our combined 11. Speaking of Kane, do you think if he gets his move, he's going to break Shearer's record?
I think he'd break Shearer's record even at Spurs, but he wants trophies, doesn't he, apparently? So I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it, to be honest. So those that are watching, what are we going, Lukaku or Kane?
Once Asian is saying Lukaku, I'm going to see if someone else says Kane, or if someone else says Lukaku, I'm putting Lukaku in there. If someone says Kane, I am going to flip. I'm going to flip the credit card again. Usually I'd flip a coin.
I'll let you have Ziyech on right wing, then that's fine.
Yeah.
And Matt's gone for Lukaku, so it looks like you'll have to have Lukaku.
Okay, Matt has put. Okay.
In my opinion, you have to go for Kane, but that's probably my bias.
Let's see. Right, I'm going with the. I'm going. We let the chat decide. That was all. I like getting the chat involved. And the chat says Lukaku. Right, so this is our combined 11 for what? So yeah, this is our combined 11. Mendy in goal, a back three of Romero, Silva and Azpilicueta, a midfield of Højbjerg and Kante and Chilwell and James, and a front three of Son, Lukaku and Ziyech. And like I said, I'm still holding my prediction to a 1-1 draw.
I'm going for a 1-0 Spurs win.
I don't. It doesn't surprise me. I mean, like, I know a lot of people who would always go for their team to win.
I would never go against us. Never.
Fair. Always look. But you do you, man. I always look at being the realist, because, like, there are 3 different types of football fans I know. One who will always go for their team to win, no matter how bad they are.
Yeah.
One who's the realist, saying we know we're getting beat, and the others that are just pure delusional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying completely. I'm gonna have to jump off in 2 seconds, Nippon.
Oh, yeah. Would you like to do a post-match ban cam after the game?
Yeah, potentially. Drop me a message tomorrow and we'll chat about it for sure.
I'll drop you the StreamYard link. It's
All
not
right,
going to be a broadcast. It's going to be an upload.
Cool.
So yeah, there's a question for both of us. Who will score the most in this season?
It's for me, it's a tie-up between Ronaldo and Lukaku. I think that this season Kane started too slow. Unless he starts, stepping up seriously from now, it's going to be difficult for him to catch them. So I think it's between Lukaku and Ronaldo, and I'm going to put my neck on the line and say Ronaldo.
Right. I think it's going to be one of those years in which the Golden Boot is shared.
Okay, well.
Right. What type am I? You speak a lot of sense. But yeah. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Luke.
No problem. Thanks for having me on. And
I'm actually dropping you a link for the fan cam for once the match is over.
Excellent.
It's usually you know, like how AFTV do their fan cams. Like it's not going to be a StreamYard. You know, it's something like this. Like it says record only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically going to choose the record only function and send you the link.
Excellent.
So yeah, do you want to plug your socials before we end the stream?
Yes, if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at Luke_RATV. You can subscribe to the channel at Rivalry Aside TV. And you may have noticed behind me, there are some football pictures. If you are interested in any of those or ever want any images for yourself, let me know. I have an Etsy store, but also you can DM me on Twitter and I can send them directly to you. But that's about it. Yeah, look, I appreciate it. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to Nippin's channel. Don't be affected by any of the bots that exist in this world. And yeah, everyone that's on that has their own channels, keep doing what you're doing. And yeah, thank you very much for having me on.
Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't already. Make sure to subscribe to Rivalry Aside TV. It would really help Luke and everyone who runs the channel. So yeah, with that being said, is there anything you else have left to say?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, you have been a wonderful audience, and come on, you Blues. I don't mind you saying, "Come on, you Spurs."
No, it's all right.
Okay, laters. See you in the next video.